This video will show you how to do several statistics functions with a TI nSpire. Now, my software here is a CAS version, but you can do the same thing with the non-CAS version. So the first thing I'm going to point out is I'm in a document. So I'm in problem number 1, page 1 of my document. This is a calculator page. I'm going to go start by going Control plus Page, and I'm going to go to number 4, Add Lists and Spreadsheet. So I'm going to hit 4, and this looks like a spreadsheet. I actually want to label the first column in my spreadsheet, so I hit Tab to get up to the name part of the column, and I'm going to call this X1. So I'm going to page down, and there's my first cell in my spreadsheet. So it's going to be cell A1. And I've got some data ready, so I'm going to put that data in. So 99, 38, 72, 94, 93, 72, 96, and 82. So I have 8 items in my list of data. So it's a column in a spreadsheet. I'm now going to go Control plus Page and add another calculator page. So there's several ways I can access the mean function. One of the ways is to go to the catalog. So it's this button that looks like an open book. So I'm going to hit the catalog. I want mean, so I'm going to fast forward to the M's. So the catalog has every function and command and the whole calculator in alphabetical order. And here I have the mean function. So I look at down here in this little rectangle, and it tells me what I need to put in. So it tells me mean, in parentheses, I need a list. So a list is a set of data. And then there's an optional thing in the square brackets, frequency list. We're not going to worry about that yet. So I'm going to just hit enter, and I've pasted in the command with the parentheses there. I'm now going to go to the var key, which stands for variables, hit the var key, and there's the name I gave to my column. So I'm going to hit enter, and then I want a decimal approximation, so I'm going to go control enter. And I find out that the mean of my set of data is 80.75. Now there's another option other than using the catalog. I can just spell out the command and put in parentheses, go to my var key, hit enter to paste in X1, and then hit enter, and there's the exact fraction. So that's how I get mean. Now median is here, so I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to paste in my X1. I want the decimal, so I'm going to hit Control Enter, and I get the median is 87.5. And I could have also spelled out median, put in parentheses, put in my list name. So I've done mean and median. And if I go back to the catalog, I don't have mode there, but the calculator can still help us with this. I'm now going to go Control plus Page, and I'm actually going to add Data and Statistics page, so that's 5, and we have this strange looking scatter plot. So I'm going to go click to enter or add a variable. So my one variable that I have available right now is X1. And essentially this has made a bar graph. So these are not right over top of each other. So I have 72 and 72. This one's 82, 93, 94, 96. Now 96 should be right down here, but it's too crowded over here. So there's only one of each other number, and there's 2 72s. The other thing I could do to help me is I could go back to this calculator page, and I could go to the catalog again, and I want to sort my data. So I'm going to go find the sort command. So there's sort A, which stands for sort ascending, then sort D, which stands for sort descending. I don't really care which one I do, so I'm going to say sort ascending. Then I'm going to tell it the data that's in X1, and it just gives me a notification that it's done. So now I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet page, and if I look at that, I see that indeed the data are sorted numerically. And I can scroll down through and see that I've got two 72s, no repeats on anything else, so I know that the mode is 72. And there is another way to do statistics. So I'm going to go menu, and I see that statistics is number 6, and there's X bar, which is actually the symbol for the mean of a set of data. So I'm going to hit 6 for statistics and then 1 for stat calculations. And the one I want is actually the first one in the menu, which is one variable statistics. So now this dialog box pops up and it says number of lists. Well, I only have one list right now, so I'm going to click OK. And then it says X1 list, and well, I want X1. Now it says frequency list. I'm not really going to have a frequency list, so we're just going to essentially ignore that for right now, and I'm going to click OK. So now I've got a lot of information that pops out. So it tells me I did one variable statistics, my mean or X bar is 80.75, which we got. Then here's the sum of all the X values is this, the sum of all the X values squared is that number, the n-1 standard deviation is this one, the n standard deviation is this one, n is 8, that's the number of items I had. It tells me the minimum was 38, the first quartile cutoff was 72, the median 87.5, third quartile 95, and the max was 99. And then here we have the sum of the differences squared. So the single variable statistics will get you both the mean and the median all at once. And should you need the range, here's the max and the minimum, so you could subtract those to get the range. So that concludes this video on how to use the TI nSpire for mean, median, and mode.